WP Extended is the ultimate multifunctionality plugin for WordPress. Created by real agency owners to eliminate the costly overhead of managing and updating huge stacks of plugins, WP Extended offers high-quality, useful modules that can be turned on and off as needed. And they're written for stability and security, in addition to their incredible utility. You'll be able to replace 40-plus single-use plugins with just one WP Extended. Let me show you some of the modules that have agency owners and freelancers absolutely raving. Once you jump into WP Extended, you'll see that there are a ton of modules available, but that's not even the best part. As we all know, the more plugins you add to your WordPress site, the more likely you are to run into issues with updates and compatibility. This is because each one is developed by a different team or person, and eventually collisions happen. With WP Extended, each of the 40-plus modules are developed by the same team, which means you get all the utility of those single-use plugins without any of the downsides. Each one is secure, stable, and compatible with the others. And as soon as you start interacting with the interface, such as turning modules on and off, or searching for modules by type, you'll see the care that has gone into WP Extended. And this thread spans throughout the product and all of the included modules. There are so many helpful modules here that it's hard to pick just one to talk about. You can set up a custom login URL, disable comments, and hide the admin bar in just a few clicks. But each module has its own configuration options, so now let's look at a few of them in more detail. One of the modules that agencies will love is the Admin Customizer. With this module, you can transform the WordPress admin UI from bland and boring to something that represents your brand or even your client's brand. You can change the background color, customize the footer text, customize the admin bar colors, customize the admin sidebar, hide the WordPress logo. You can even customize the login page, which makes a WordPress website feel super premium if your clients are logging in to make edits. Next up is Folder Manager. Folder Manager is one of the many modules you won't ever want to live without once you try it. By default, it's enabled for the media library, allowing you to organize files in WordPress, which can be messy without the ability to put items into folders. I can, for instance, create a folder called Contest and drag my contest photos into that folder. This will make them easier to find later. I can even create a subfolder within that folder called Winners and put the winning photos into that folder. But you can also use Folder Manager to organize posts and pages. Let's say you have some pages that are members only, and you want to make sure they're clearly defined. You can create a members folder and drag all of the members only pages into that folder. Then you can create a public folder and put everything else there. Now let's take a look at Rollback Manager. We've all been there. You're performing routine updates, you click the update button on a plugin or theme, and once it's done, something is broken. The Rollback Manager module solves that problem. It allows you to swap back to an earlier version of a plugin or theme in seconds. As long as it's on the WordPress plugin or theme repository, you'll be able to access any prior version and swap between them. Once the issue is resolved, you can move right back up to the most recent release. Now it's time to take a look at the SMTP email module. If your site needs to send emails reliably, being able to configure your SMTP settings and log emails is incredibly important. The SMTP email module has built-in support for providers like Brevo, Postmark, SendGrid, and SparkPost. Plus, you can use any SMTP provider via the custom SMTP option. You can add multiple SMTP providers, each with their own settings like from name, from email, and all the per provider options you'd expect. Once you've set up your SMTP providers, you can designate one as the primary and the rest will act as fallback providers, ensuring your emails get sent even when your primary provider has an outage. You can even enable logging, which will save you from wondering whether your emails are working. You'll be able to troubleshoot contact forms, password reset emails, and anything else that gets sent out from your site. Next, let's take a look at the Limit Login Attempts module. Website security is a serious matter, and the Limit Login Attempts module makes securing your site much easier by curbing common brute force hacking attempts. You can configure the maximum number of login attempts before someone gets blocked, and how long they're blocked once the threshold is reached. You can also enable admin notifications to ensure site administrators are aware when someone might be attempting to compromise the site via brute force login attempts. If you enable the block usernames option, anyone who tries to log in with the usernames defined in the block usernames module will be blocked on the first try, further enhancing security. And you can even see a full log of login attempts. This helps site administrators monitor for malicious activity and prevent security issues. Next, let's take a look at the maintenance mode module. If you've ever had to build or rebuild a website on a live server, you know the importance of a maintenance mode plugin. With WP Extended, maintenance mode is built right in. First, you can set the mode. Choose coming soon for if your site hasn't launched yet, or maintenance mode if it's just temporarily unavailable. Then you can choose from 3 layouts, all beautiful by default. You can also select who can still see the site while it's in maintenance mode, either all logged in users, or you can choose specific roles to grant access to. And under the customization tab, you'll find extensive controls to tweak the styling of the maintenance mode layout, including the ability to upload and display a custom logo. As you can see, WP Extended's modules are incredibly high quality, easy to use, and thoughtfully designed. Even when considering just the modules we looked at today, and not the other 40+ modules included, you'll get an incredible amount of value from WP Extended. You'll also get access to other modules, like admin columns, custom login URL, hide admin bar and hide admin notices, post type switcher, and many more. Built by agency owners for agency owners, WP Extended is the result of years of experience and meticulous craftsmanship, aimed at making your site maintenance and upkeep easier than ever. You can try WP Extended for free in the WordPress plugin directory, or unlock all of the features with WP Extended Pro at wpextended.io.